This one's Bland. I think it's the first factory.
That's the model when you start to build it. Scrap metal wagon, and that was still, get trundled, every couple. Basic jig or an engineer square to CGM frame, $2 ones. The ends just don't quite meet, and your bend might not quite in the right spot. You might do it 2 or 3 times just to get wet. I call them sanding sticks. They're actually, you get them from the what's it called?
The ladies' department.
Ladies' department.
Manicures.
Manicures.
They're
Oh, now throw them away. It saves getting a bit of sandpaper. Basic test track. This is mine in my little office, which I actually share with my wife. She has a desk. If I do a DCC install for somebody, throw it up there. They can give it a test without a little bit more, and for the life stuff just won't.
That's the reason why I've invested in this, because there is, as far as I'm concerned, no way I could have reached this point which we are at yet by conventional soldering methods. And the plugs in various locations. You can choose your voltage, low voltage, maximum 4.5, minimum 1, but about 40 amps, through a carbon clad probe, which is basically like a large carbon pencil. And then there are 2 ways of completing the circuit so that you create the heat. One way is to have the other terminal with an alligator clip on the end, which is not the sort of purest method, but I find there are certain situations where this is ideal, because you can clip a small part to it, and I'm not going to bother with all the magnets and everything else, other than to put down these guys just to keep this steady. Okay, you do need some way of holding the other one. Sometimes I use gloves, clothes pegs, all sorts of different things. All right, the thing that takes a bit of practice and learning is what kind of voltage to apply, because it's possible with too much to overheat and distort the thing, and you can still melt things around you because it's too much heat. So you start off sort of small and work your way up. If it doesn't work first time, well, build up and try the next higher one. After a bit of experience, you sort of get some idea of, you don't have to start at the bottom and can work your way up. So I would say with this one, we're probably going to start at about, I'll be ambitious and I'll go all the way up to 3 volts for this one. And we've still got to do all the conventional soldering things that you would have to do, which I'm sure John talked about over there, in terms of preparation of cleanliness and that sort of thing. I think I need a new brush. It's just about had it. Okay, so just clean things down in the usual way. Where the finger is, okay. So we put a little bit of flux along the joint. just where we're going to tack it. I'm going to tack it in a couple of places. A bit of flux there. We're right little tweezers to put the thing in place. One over there. Sorry, you guys on that side there, but it's not 3 little tacks. Go away. Okay. Now, if we've selected the voltage right, we put the little probe just on the piece of solder, foot down, run it up and down a little bit. What's happening here? Try the next one. A little bit. Not enough flux, I think. Maybe not enough heat. The drawback to this is that with the higher voltages, you can get a bit of arcing and you can get some pitting of the surface sometimes. It hasn't happened to me very often, but I believe people do get problems with that. The alternative is to wire up to make up a flat steel plate. This is 3mm mild steel, just screw to a bit of empty.
So where do you get your magnets from?
Jack.
Whereabouts?
Pull it apart.
And your 2 side walls and your ends all laser cut in perspex, and then you just layer castings over the top.
That's it.
Or etches.
The same thing with doing a design box for drilling. You do a laser box with the holes in it, so that when you put something like that in it, drill it through, and all your holes are drilled for all your accessory pieces.
Yeah.
Saves having to measure.
Yeah.
That's
Quite
is the
quite see-through. So
yeah, because it's look how close it is. It needs to be 2mm in either end, so that the jigs, you can move it up to it, tap it, then push it the other way and get the solder in.
because the thing is, if you solder the thing to the jig, then you have to desolder it. So you ruin everything that you've done to get it to, Anyway, just a little bit frustrating, but what can you do? Without a major redesign, and but.
We're just learning.